Hey guys, it's Robyn, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. Today I have got a best of the bars video for April. So this is the video where I go through things that are currently available either in the catalog or in current special offers that you can order right now and melt throughout the month if you want to. So these are going to be bars that I think are well suited to April, just based on like an average springtime climate. So these are going to be kind of, florals, kind of some clean type scents as well. We've got a few fruity ones as well, and a couple bakeries too, like springtime bakeries. So we will kind of jump in here, and I'm going to give you 10 bars that are in the catalog, and then a few honorable mentions that are things that are not in the catalog, but they are available for the month of April while I'm filming this. So in no particular order, the first one we have here is Black Raspberry Vanilla. This is one of the catalog bars. This is a year-round bar. You can get it any time of year. It's in the summer and the winter catalog. This one is like black raspberry and vanilla. And it is a nice kind of classic berry scent. There is a hint of musk here, like just a hint of like a body care or perfumey type scent as well. But mostly it's a fruity vanilla scent. This one is well suited to bedrooms. It's also good if you want a lighter scent in a large space. I have done this in my open layout. I would say it does better in bedrooms, but it can pull off an open layout at more like a light medium strength. But yes, very nice, Scentsy classic. I think this one does get overlooked sometimes, and if you haven't tried it before, it's worth picking up. So Black Raspberry Vanilla. The next one we have here is Italian Sunshine. Now this is a new release bar this season, and this one I just think is a little bit on the perfumey side, which is why I've put it in April. Now there are notes in here that are a little bit more summery, so maybe I would warm this towards the end of April, but the reason I put it in April and not in a further into summer month is because it is on the perfumey side. And I think that could lean a little bit heavy for summer. So for that reason, I've got this one in April. And it's a strong, strong scent. It's got lots of amber. It's got some fruity notes as well. But mostly what you get is that amber. So it is a nice perfumey scent. This is a nice strong scent as well. This would be open layout worthy. And I think it leans well to bedrooms as well. So that is Italian Sunshine. The next one we have here was not a favorite of mine, but I do think it's a good April scent if you like this type of scent. It is another new release. This is Sweet Lime and Peach. Now this one has a little bit of mint, some lime zest, and like peach blossom. It's not so much like juicy peach fruit. It's like peach blossom, mint, and like a bit of a bitter lime. So there's that one. Again, fresh and clean. I think well suited to the month of April because of the crispness of it. So that is Sweet Lime and Peach. Another one that I think is fantastic for April, this was in our Easter collection last year and it made the catalog this year. It is Lemon Lime Fizz. This one is one of my favorites in the catalog for what's new this year. I love this one. This is a beautiful lemon, a hint of lime, and like a vanilla cream note. There is just enough vanilla cream here to not make it a dessert scent, but to just kind of smooth out the sharpness of the lemon a little bit. It's not bakery. It is like a bright, almost verging on fizzy lemon lime, mostly lemon, with just a bit of sweetness here. Like it's a sweet lemon. It's got a bit of creaminess to it, but it is the best. This is probably my favorite lemon in the catalog right now. Lemon Lime Fizz. This one, if you haven't tried it, strongly recommend. It's a great one. Yes, I warmed this recently and loved it. So that is Lemon Lime Fizz. Next up here, we have another kind of green, clean, minty scent. This is Mint Fields. This had been a Happiness Blooms collection type bar or Epcot bar a couple years back. They have brought it to catalog this year. So Mint Fields, this is like a spearmint mint leaf. Like mint leaf. Like you've gone outside to your mint garden, rubbed it between your fingers, and you have that kind of green, leafy smell on your fingers from the mint leaf. Like it is fresh mint leaf. It's so good. It's so good. This is a really nice one. And again, this is nice mixed with things. You can mix this with like strawberry scents and make like a mojito or a strawberry mojito. This mixes well with fruity scents. It is good on its own. It's just a nice, clean, leafy, springy mint scent. So there is Mint Fields, perfect for this time of year. And yes, very, very nice. The next one we have here is Blueberry Cheesecake. It is still cold in some areas, and some people just like bakery like myself. This is a fruity bakery. This is Blueberry Cheesecake. This one is controversial, I will say that. This is not one I would typically warm on its own, but a lot of people do love it on its own. It does have a bit of a tartness from like the cheesecake note, but the blueberry here is this perfect like blueberry muffin type blueberry. It is very good. So that is blueberry cheesecake, and it's got like blueberry cheesecake, and I think it says graham cracker crust. I don't get much of the crust, like maybe a tiny bit, but not much. It is like the blueberry and the cheesecake. It's good. This is also fantastic mixed with other bakery scents, and that's typically how I like to do it. So that is blueberry cheesecake. I think a nice springtime bakery scent though, blueberry cheesecake. The last one here is my daughter's very favorite scent right now, and has been for some time. This is in the catalog, but it's in the licensed collection. It is Disney Experiment 626 Angel. This one has like, I think goji berry and acai. It is like sweet, almost like blue raspberry cotton candy. Yeah, it's like blue raspberry sugar plum cotton candy. It's so good. It's sweet and fruity and candy-ish. This is also a very nice performer, so I think it would be open layout worthy, nice and strong, and a great, great scent. So again, every time my daughter changes her wax, this is the one she reaches for. So Angel 626. The last three on my list here are ones that I don't happen to have bars of on hand. The first one is Bamboo and Rainfall. That is in the catalog. It was a new release last spring. It is a nice kind of like ozonic, watery type scent with this green bamboo note. It's extremely strong, extremely long lasting, very open layout worthy. I just don't happen to have a bar of it on hand. It's a good one though. The next one we have is a strong floral, which is why I don't have a bar of it. It is Lilacs and Violets. It is currently out of stock. It was supposed to come into stock the other day. It didn't, so we're waiting on an updated return date on that one. So contact your consultant for information on that. But we don't have an updated ETA yet. It should be back in stock soon, but that is Lilacs and Violets. It is fairly true to a lilac shrub. Like it's quite authentic to a lilac shrub scent. So if you like that kind of like lilac scent, that is perfect for April, perfect for spring. Lilacs and Violets. The next one I have here is also a floral option. And again, I don't have a bar of either one of these, but I have like a tie here of either or. The first one I had down was Heirloom Rose. Now this again was another one of the Happiness Blooms Epcot collection in a previous year. They've brought it to catalog this year. So Heirloom Rose is a very traditional rose type scent with a little bit of green stemminess to it. It is quite nice for a rose scent, but you do have to like rose for Heirloom Rose. If you are not a rose person, and I know lots of folks just aren't a rose person, if you're not a fan of rose, then I would suggest Sweet Pea and Freesia, which is a new release scent. That one is also a floral. So again, you do have to be okay with floral for either one of those options. But it is a powdery floral in a slightly different way. It doesn't have the rose that Heirloom Rose has. So Sweet Pea and Freesia, also a powdery floral, but not in the same way that Heirloom Rose is, if that makes sense. So if you can tolerate rose, I would say Heirloom Rose. If you don't like rose, but you do like floral, then I would say Sweet Pea and Freesia. So that's why I gave kind of like an option on that one. Then we have three honorable mentions that are not in the catalog, but they are currently available. The first one, this one is out of stock, but you can still add it to club. And so if you do want to add it to club, I would do that soon, because this may become no longer clubbable within about a week or two of April starting. So this is Butterbeer. This is from the Harry Potter collection, and it sold out quite quickly. This one has butterscotch, caramel, and vanilla. This is fantastic. Yes, this is kind of on the, I would almost say it leans a little bit cooler weather. Like I would melt this in fall especially, but because it is still cold here where I live, this is still very, very nice. So I think if you're in the hot months where you are in April, this one might be past season for you. But if you're a bakery fan, I would advise you to try this. This one is so good. You get a lot of that butterscotch. You get like a caramelized sugar note. It is wonderful. Yes, reminds me a great deal of Gimme Candy, which was in the fall winter catalog last year. Very, very good. So that is Butterbeer. Also quite a nice performer. I would recommend that one. The other one I have here is a bar from the Easter collection that is currently available. This is Lemon Heaven. And this one has lemon, almond, and I want to say vanilla or cake. Yes, this is a kind of middle of the road lemon bakery scent. It's got a little bit of almond. The almond here reads like toasted almond or slivered almond to my nose. yeah, it's a lemon cake scent. Very nice, very pleasant. Yeah, so this is a nice spring bakery. This leans very Eastery to my nose, like an Easter dessert. So lemon heaven, that is a nice one, especially for April. And my final honorable mention here is Peach Paradise from the Easter collection. Again, still available. This one had peach and I can't remember what else. I think it had tangerine and peach and like white woods. Like it had a bunch of stuff in it. Yeah, and this one is very sweet on cold. And I actually got a lot of pineapple on cold. Now on warm, it did change a lot. On warm, the pineapple, you know what I'm getting here on cold, went away. And it was more of like a peach ring candy type scent with a little bit of perfuminess to it actually. Which I suspect was probably the white woods that you don't smell on cold, but they do come out on warm. So yes, this one ended up being kind of a peachy, slightly perfumey scent, beautiful for a bedroom. I've heard a lot of people say this one was very light for them. I did this with 4 cubes in my bedroom, and with that it was a good solid medium, about a 24-hour scent. However, I would not try this in a large space or an open area. I think it would get lost, but for bedrooms, it was very pretty. And yes, just nice for April. It's a good springtime scent. So Peach Paradise. Now the other bar in that Easter collection is Prickly Pear Flare. I also really liked that one, but I did not put it in my April honorable mentions because to me it doesn't smell like April. To me that one smells like a May or June bar. So while I really like Prickly Pear Flare, which comes with the Easter collection, I would call that like a May or June bar. So if you do pick up the Easter bars, I would say you could very nicely melt these two in April now and then hang on to your Prickly Pear Flare until May or June. Or melt it whenever you want, but I just kind of think it leans into like the summer a bit more. But yes, so that is the honorable mentions for April. And yeah, I would love to know what in the comments what you like to melt in the month of April. What do you normally go for? I do a bit of a mix because in my neck of the woods in northern Canada, it is still quite cold. We had snow this morning, so it's cold still. So I tend to go for quite a bit of bakery still. And it's just some kind of like nice year-round scents, like your year-round stuff like black raspberry, vanilla, that sort of thing. I gravitate towards a lot of those items. So that's kind of what I melt in April, but I'd love to know in the comments what you gravitate to for April. Other than that, hope you are having a great week. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.